I'm Levi, a creative, adventure seeker, and explorer by heart. A few years ago, I set out on a mission to find the most unusual, inspired, and unique one-night stays in America. And I'm taking you with me. This is Tiny BNB. Let's go. We are in a winter wonderland today that everybody dreams of, including myself, at the Hemlock Treehouse right behind me. This treehouse is suspended over this beautiful ravine that has amazing views, and right now in the winter there's these huge icicles hanging everywhere right now. Let's go check this place out. Onto your property, and you'll drive down and you'll arrive at your treehouse. You'll park up at the top, and you can just tell that you have this whole property to yourself. And I don't even know how difficult it would have been to build a treehouse down in this ravine, but you can see this landscape, and the terrain is very beautiful and majestic. And you'll just walk down your steps that lead down to your treehouse. There's this rope handle, and at night there's even lights on all the steps, and you actually have a fork in your steps. To the right will go to your outdoor area, and then to the left you'll lead to your treehouse. So we'll continue down the left, and you'll walk straight down right into your treehouse. And this treehouse is very, very beautiful. If you take a look off to your left, you get a beautiful view of this ravine. You can see all the icicles everywhere, and the beauty is just unmatched to anywhere else I've been. And we'll actually take a step on the right side of this deck, and this leads to the main decking area. But this tree right here, you can first see all of these metal postings in it. This is for supporting the tree house. This is a legit tree house, and right here you can just tell how much it takes to support this tree house on these trees. And you can take a look at all the trees growing up through this deck. And if we take a step under these steps, this is actually where your outdoor shower will be in the summer. And you can continue along, and you have some more seating options over here if you want to have some coffee out here. If we take a step around though, and we walk up these steps, the steps lead to your master bedroom area. These sliding doors right here, you can walk right into your master bedroom, but there's also a small table out here for you to use. You're up a lot higher than on the bottom deck, so more beautiful views. And from up here you can see your whole hot tub and fire pit area, which is where we will head to next. You walk across this bridge and up these steps, and you reach your hot tub and fire pit area. This is a very unique aspect to the Hocking Hills treehouse cabins from my experience. This hot tub is actually a wood burning hot tub. It's very unique. It's the same one at the beach treehouse, but essentially it is this cedar hot tub, and on the right you have a wood burning stove that you can feed into it, and this burns the wood and actually heats up the water inside of your hot tub. And it's very easy to control. You can actually block the flames if it ever gets too hot, or turn the vent back on for your hot tub, and it is a very enjoyable experience. And then whenever you're in the hot tub, it can fit 2 people, so you couples out there, but you have a beautiful view looking down the ravine from this hot tub. And then across from that is your fire pit, and they provide a bunch of wood for you, and you can't go wrong with a fire pit with a cabin and treehouse to fit the coziness of your stay. But we will walk back down to your cabin, and we'll enter through your front door, and you instantly walk into your living room and kitchen space. They kind of combined all in one. First thing in your living room though is the middle seating area. You got 2 seats right here and this live edge wood coffee table. This faces your electric fireplace right here, so in the winter you can get all cozy in here. And you have your sliding doors right in front of you. This also gives you great views of the ravine and everything. And then off over here on the right is kind of your dining area. It is this little nook in here. I absolutely love these windows that go all around this area. You got 180 view of the nature, and you have this whole rack of games right here. Can't go wrong with games in your treehouse. And then you have your kitchen that kind of wraps around the whole back of the space. There's a lot of kitchen space for this tiny house. These cabinets all underneath have all the utensils you would need. I love the wood they used for these cabinets. It is beautiful. And then on top you have everything you would need for a kitchen. It'll continue, and you have a spiral staircase that leads up to the top. This is a really tight staircase. There's actually a sign that says bang head here, because you probably will bang your head if you're not paying attention. But you can walk up and you feel like you're in a fairy tale or in Lord of the Rings or something, walking up these steps, and then you make it to your master bedroom area. Above the bed you have a couple lights that you can access, but on the bed frame is a light switch to control the overhead lights. It's so when you're in bed you don't have to get back up and turn off the lights or turn on the lights. And my favorite part of all the indoor space is the small reading nook. And then behind your bedroom is your bathroom space, so you can open up this sliding door and you enter into your bathroom. You have your toilets, you have your vanity, which matches the cabinets downstairs, and then you have your tiled shower on the other side. This is a pretty small bathroom, but just enough space to fit into this treehouse, and it looks gorgeous up here. So this is your treehouse, and the fact that there's 3 other tree houses on this property, so you, your friends, and family can all rent them out. You'll have this whole beautiful property to yourself. We are at Treehouses of Serenity, located in Asheville, North Carolina, at the Farmhouse Treehouse. And whenever you arrive in Asheville, North Carolina, you are actually on top of this huge mountain, which is ridiculously cool. The view is absolutely insane. You drive up and you make it to your farmhouse treehouse. The farmhouse treehouse is, of course, a farmhouse style, which fits in with the style I like a lot. So you pull up to your property and they have the sign, the farmhouse right here, and you can just walk right down to your treehouse and you walk right up on this deck. The deck is actually a wraparound porch, which is super cool. You can go on this right side all the way around, and this is actually the window to your master bedroom, or you can go all the way on the left side and all the way around into your back porch, but we'll get to that in a bit. You might notice there is a fire pit over here as well to enjoy maybe in the summer or fall months. It was way too cold for me to start a fire out there, so I stayed inside, but there's a fire pit out there, and we'll walk inside this treehouse and see what it has to offer. You walk inside and this is a very open and spacious concept. I would probably consider this a tiny house, or at least a small house, just because of the blueprint and floor plan. It's only 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom, but it doesn't feel like a tiny house at all. It's very spacious. Plenty of room for just a couple if you ever want to build something like this and actually live here. This is like the perfect size, I think. But you can actually sleep 4 people in here, which the couch in the living room, which is the first thing you kind of walk into, that converts into another bed. So that's how you can sleep 4 people in here. But the living room is very open. You have another chair on the other side. I love this wooden chair. Over here, I kind of wanted to buy it myself. And then above that, you have a TV on this beautiful wooden ledge. I love the wood accents in here, actually, since it is a farmhouse style treehouse. If you look up to the ceilings, they are probably like 15 or 20 feet tall, and the wooden beams up on the ceiling look absolutely gorgeous and cozy in here. And then you have all of these windows on this side of this living room that lets you look out into the beautiful view that you have from this mountain. If we take a step behind the living room, you enter your kitchen and dining room space kind of. Over on this left side, you have this L-shaped kitchen and countertop with all these cabinets. You have everything you need for cooking utensils. There's also a burn plate under here as well if you want to cook anything. You have a full-size fridge and there's a microwave above it. all of these utensils up on top of the countertop. Coffee maker. I love this utensil holder right here. Blends right in with the style of this home. And over here on the right side, you have a small seating area. Again, I love this wooden ledge that they use for the tabletop and these 2 chairs. You can sit here, enjoy some coffee, eat some food, and there's actually a window right here that again lets you look out into the beautiful, beautiful view that you have. There's windows all around this place. They can all be shut, of course, and they all give you a beautiful snowy view of the terrain around you. On the other side of this treehouse, we'll walk in this left door, which is your master bedroom. This is probably my favorite area of this home. The decoration is beautiful. I love how this one wall is an accent wall. They painted it black or a really dark gray, and it's beautiful. You have your bed right here in the middle. You have a couple lanterns actually on the left and right side, which add the coziness vibe to it. And of course, you have more massive windows that let you see into the view. There's a lot of window space in this bedroom as well. I love how you can just fall asleep in this bedroom and overlook the beautiful view you have. We'll take a step out of there and go over to the next door right around this TV, which is your bathroom. You walk in this bathroom and the tiling work in here just pops out right in your face, and it is beautiful. The floor tiling, I love this design, and even with this huge shower you have over here, there's tile all around it, and even the stone on the bottom look gorgeous. Very spacious shower. And then right over on the other side is your toilet. And then across from that, you have your vanity. This vanity is a beautiful piece of artwork, I think. The bowl is this piece of wood that was kind of carved out to be a bowl, I guess. This is very, very unique and fits in with just the farmhouse style bathroom. And then I actually really like this towel holder down here on the floor. It's like a small mini cast iron tub. Well, now we'll take a step out into your back patio deck, which is the door right off the living room. You walk out, and again, you can sit out here and look at this beautiful, beautiful view that you have. You can see for miles and miles. You can watch the sunrise or sunset here. It was snowing whenever I was here, so seeing all the snowfall and all the trees being snow covered was very beautiful. There's a couple seating options out here, and actually if we keep going around, there is a copper tub out here. I was so sad that I couldn't use this in the winter time. It is covered up because it is freezing cold, but during the summer or fall or spring, you can come out here and have an outdoor bathtub with one of the best views you can possibly get, which is awesome, I think. This is my favorite thing of this treehouse, and I was sad I couldn't use it, but you definitely could.